Raul Morales shouted Allahu Akbar during both Central Park stabbings, according to the New York Police Department. So stop right there. A Jewish man gets stabbed in the torso. An Asian man gets hit in the back. And the coward class still reaches for boilerplate. Now, I want to show you the Mamdani angle next because that part blows the story wide open. See, 2 daylight stabbings near Central Park turned one walk into a Jewish victim and an Asian victim. And let that sink in. Witnesses and the New York Police Department say Raul Morales screamed Allahu Akbar in both attacks. One weapon was a screwdriver. Yet Zohran Mamdani rolls out that limp has no place in our city. That's the line. Like we're all blind. No, you and I can see the pattern. New York elites flirt with anti-Israel radicals. Blue city cowards normalize imported hostility, and ordinary Americans pay in blood while the establishment gaslights us for noticing. See, Central Park chaos, Central Park gets chaos because elites flood the zone with lies, and seniors on Medicare face the same racket at home. You see, big insurance runs on the Medicare confusion industrial complex. Chapter is the antidote. They're simple by design. With one simple call, you get matched with an advisor who advocates for you and not big insurance. No dead boilerplate, no bureaucratic spin. Because Chapter looks at your doctors, look at your prescriptions, they do a whole situational review and give you the truth on your best plan options with no propaganda, just facts. If your current plan is solid, they will tell you. If not, they will help you switch. See, clarity matters when lies get people hurt, and the service is free, though. It takes about 20 minutes, and seniors save an average of $1,100. So call Chapter at 910-728-4109. Stop letting bureaucratic fog run your life. So we're talking about a screwdriver, a torso wound, a back wound, and possible hate crime language. See, they have the victims, the slogan, the suspect, the location, everything, but the machine still tiptoes. And when Mamdani drops his canned line after that, you can feel the fraud. So let's hit the receipts. Here's the moment the police arrest 51-year-old Raul Morales after he allegedly shouted Allahu Akbar while stabbing 2 people.
Hold on. What?
Why'd you stab him?
Sir, why'd you do it?
Guys. What happened? Tell us what happened.
Sir, did you stab anyone?
Did you give me the wrong 07 key? Who transported the first?
I'm so stop. What happened? What happened?
What happened?
Why you did it? Huh?
Step back and step.
So there's the arrest moment. Hauled away after he allegedly shouted Allahu Akbar during the attacks. Now, it gets worse. Fox lays out the 2 desperate stabbings of the victims and Mamdani's canned response.
To address yesterday's back-to-back stabbings near Central Park on the west side, which are now being investigated as a possible hate crime. One victim is a Jewish man who was stabbed in the torso. The other victim, an Asian man, was stabbed in the back, one of them with a screwdriver.
This is the suspect accused of carrying out the unprovoked daylight attacks. His name is Raul Morales. The NYPD says that during each attack, he shouted, "God is the greatest" in Arabic. The police commissioner posting, quote, "Detectives are continuing to work the case to determine motive, but according to victim and witness statements, Morales yells Allahu Akbar during both attacks. The NYPD is currently evaluating whether this is a potential hate crime." The commissioner also saying mental health may have been a factor and that there is no known link between the suspect and the victims who are now recovering. Mayor Zohran Mamdani releasing a statement saying, in part, "I am relieved that both victims are in stable condition. The NYPD responded immediately, and I am grateful for the officers for their swift response. These hateful and despicable attacks have no place in our city."
I mean, so we're seeing more of this again. We saw it earlier in the week. We saw someone try to take out ICE by putting explosives and becoming armed to an ICE facility. That happened in New York. Remember a couple of months ago, we had the attempted attack, and thankfully some brave officers were able to tackle the would-be attackers as they threw an explosive device at a protest, a pro-Israeli protest. And now we're seeing even more of that. They say the crime numbers are down in this city and other cities, but you know.
So Mamdani puts out the usual statement about hate having no place in the city, but critics are asking a harder question. What is he doing at a prayer service where a message about killing infidels was being broadcast? Do you think your mayor joining prayer services to call for the murder of infidels has something to do with it? They were tagging the New York Police Department.
And it is together that I am thankful to be here today, and I'm thankful to have the opportunity to lead our city. Assalamu alaikum.
وأسأل الله أن يصلي على محمد وآل محمد وأن يجعلني من المنتظرين لك والتابعين والناصرين لك على أعدائك والمستشهدين بين يديك في جملة أوليائك والفرج فيه للمؤمنين على يديك وقتل الكافرين بسيفك.
That's the prayer where Mamdani was hanging out. So after the clip, the connection people are making is impossible to miss. The next video pushes it further with a prayer out of Dearborn calling for the killing of Jews, Christians, and Americans. Proud Elephant posting this. Now, I believe that some of this is actually from multiple different locations. We'll just play some of it here.
Word, and with a decree of yours you will annihilate them. Ya Rahman Rahimin, you annihilated, and you destroyed the likes of Ad and Thamud and Fir'aun. These are the Fir'auns and the Ad and Thamud of today. Ya Rahman Rahimin, we ask you, Ya Allah, destroy them, Allah, take them off the surface of this earth. Ya Rahman Rahimin, Ya Akram al-Akramin.
So that's some of the prayers. Next, a woman decides she's had enough and storms into a mosque over the call to prayer, blasting through her town. A woman barged into a men's-only mosque to confront them because she's tired of hearing the call to prayer.
She's like, hell no, I've had enough of that call.
Okay, so here she is. She's tired of hearing this call to prayer.
Seriously, good on this woman for doing this. She's into this mosque, this men's-only mosque, allegedly, to confront them, to say she's had enough of hearing this call to prayer being blasted over the loudspeakers in her town.
A lot of people are fed up with that, but they're calling it freedom of religion. But when it blasts across an entire town, you know, people get a little upset. 5 times a day, she stormed into a men's-only mosque to confront them directly, demanding to turn the war cry off. So that confrontation was one citizen pushing back in real time. Meanwhile, the next clip shows the other side of the cultural surrender. A liberal woman saying a loudspeaker call to prayer made her want to convert. So from public conversion posting to public demands for special treatment, the pattern keeps building. Next, a man in Dearborn is accused of wanting church bells banned, while critics say the Islamic call to prayer should be the one under scrutiny. A Muslim in Dearborn is very angry, wants to ban church bells. Now, to be clear, church bells are an indication of time. It's not a call to prayer. It's simply a clock telling you what time it is by the number of bell rings you hear. Very different from a call to prayer over loudspeakers. The next image delivers a blunt message. A lot of Americans are already saying out loud, if you're uncomfortable in someone else's country, you should probably go back to your own. Yeah. So, Allahu Akbar, during both attacks, those 5 words gut the entire lie. Raul Morales carried out the violence, but Zohran Mamdani and the Blue City establishment fed the surrender. They made this filth easier to excuse, easier to downplay, and harder for decent Americans, Jews, Christians, and patriots to confront without getting smeared by cowards who hate their own country more than they hate chaos. And Zohran Mamdani needs to answer for that spineless, no place in our city dodge. No, sir, name the threat. Back enforcement and stop dressing up civilizational surrender as tolerance. 2 people got stabbed near Central Park in broad daylight. Raul Morales allegedly screaming Allahu Akbar. 1 victim Jewish, 1 Asian, and the political class still wants you to censor your own eyes and ears. No, I'm not going to do it, and neither should you. So share this with somebody who still thinks Blue City weakness carries no cost, and drop your take below. Make these cowards hear the country they keep trying to silence. Americans do not bow to imported contempt in our own streets, our towns, or our neighborhoods. And Raul Morales, that story is exactly why we send the uncensored stuff straight to your phone. So text White House to 844-840-4963. Next News Network is credentialed inside the White House, and our nightly reports come straight from the building ahead of the crowd, bypassing every YouTube throttle and suppression game.